Welcome to Ace of Fire Tarot. I am Lady D and I will be doing a reading on Libras today. So please feel free to subscribe, comment, like, and share if you're feeling the vibe. Remember, the readings are for entertainment purposes and messages can be from the past, present, or future. Everything will not resonate with everyone. So please eat the meat and spit out the bones, or do with it what you may. I am merely just a messenger and I come in love and light. And with that being said, let's jump straight into it. So Libras, how are you guys doing? Hopefully all is well and so well for you guys. We are officially in Gemini season, so I don't know what this season is going to bring, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty communicative. So let's see, Libras, what do the angels have for you guys today? Libra, what do the angels have for Libra today? Let's see. We have the number 2200. There is divine help. So it says divine guardianship, prosperity, satisfaction. God wants you to know that He has not forgotten or abandoned you, and He loves you completely. God is arranging a wonderful new stage for your life. Talk to God often and you will feel the coming miracle. God also reminds you of the importance of divine timing. So as long as you continue to adhere to your thoughts and confidence, nothing can stop you from getting what you want. So yeah, guys, remember that there is divine help for you all. You could be seeing these numbers 2200. You are being guarded. You're on your way to prosperity, and I feel like you're definitely going to be satisfied. Just remember that you need to constantly be talking to God, building and strengthening their relationship. Everything will happen when it needs to happen, where it needs to happen. So just remember, what you allow to come into your mind. What frequency are you thinking on? So just keep that in mind. But like I said, nothing will be able to stop you from getting what you want, as long as you follow the protocol and procedure. I don't know what is going on with my throat. Every time I start these videos, my throat is weird. Anyway, not gonna let that stop us. So much love to the angels for that message. Let's see what else they have for you guys today. Libras. What do the angels have for Libra? What else does Libra need to know? Hungry, so some of y'all might be hungry right now when you watching this. So we have calm. I'm surrounded by the energy of calm, peace, and positivity. The angels remind you that calmness comes with the determination to live ever happily in the present moment, relinquishing the past and not worrying about the future, but placing our lives firmly in the Creator's hand. So yeah, I feel like some of you may be too caught up on what's going on as far as what will be going on in your future, what has went on in the past, when we really need to just be fully in the moment, fully aware of what's going on at the present moment, and submersing ourselves in the present moment. Have full awareness that you're in the present moment, and lean in and know that the Creator has your best interest at mind. The Creator always shows up on time, so you have nothing to worry about, nothing to fear, nothing to be anxious about. I feel like some of you are dealing with a little bit of chaos right now, but just remember to stay calm. And if you need to, use this affirmation: I'm surrounded by the energy of calm, peace, and positivity. So yeah, much love to the angels for that. So let me get out my names, because I want to start implementing that into these readings just to see what comes out. So I made these name cards, and I will keep adding to them, you know, as I feel the need. So let's see what comes out. Who may be in your energy for Libras? Some of these names could be you. So let's see what happens. I might have to pull because, someone's name could be Craig. That's in your energy. We get some names for Libra right now from the universe, please. We have a Derek. Names for Libra. We have a Dallin. We have a Jackie. Get a couple more from this one. We have a James and an Amy. So this could be you or somebody that's in your energy. Let me check the other one. Libra. Names for Libras right now. We have a Shavir. Paul. A Cassandra. Lavaris. Couple more please for Libra. Jacob. Danny. And an Orion or Orion. So yeah, once again we have a Craig, Dallin, Amy, Derek, Jackie, James, Cassandra, Paul, Shavir, Lavaris, Jacob, Orion, and Danny. So yeah guys, At the bottom, I see a Felicia. So these names may be significant to some of you. Could be people that you're dealing with. Could be in your energy. Could be you. Under this one, I see a Jamelia. So, yeah. Much love to the universe. Might have to laminate these. But it's all good. I'm pin them up. Stick these over here for now. Let's see what else is going on. I have my black cards. These are just keywords, basically, or key phrases. That may be significant to what's going on in your energy. So let's tap in. I'm gonna go through each one to see what comes out. I'm already seeing Crime Stoppers. Berry. Libra. What does Libra need to see or know right now? See? What does Libra need to know? So we have some disputes and disagreements. Could be involving a tenant. Something surrounding a groupie. Somebody is afraid for some reason. This could be going on the West Coast. Someone is also possibly jealous of their parent. Made up. Someone is supposedly lost at sea. Plus for Libra. Someone is standing on business. Somebody made the bed that they're laying in. There's a thin line between love and hate. OnlyFans. So some of you may be going through some disputes and disagreements with somebody, possibly a tenant or you're a tenant. This could be because someone is a groupie of yours, so you may be in the spotlight or something like that, and possibly this tenant that you have, maybe in an Airbnb or something like that, they don't want to pay because they think you're already wealthy and they don't have to pay because they're a fan of yours or whatever like that. I don't know. You could have had some type of relationship with this groupie, situationship with this groupie, and they're thinking like they don't have to pay, but someone around you is afraid for some reason. And this could be going on the West Coast. And then we have something dealing with being jealous of a parent. I don't know what's that about, but we have OnlyFans, model, actress. So maybe this person is jealous of the parent. This parent may be on OnlyFans, making a lot of money, getting a lot of success, or something like that. And this child of this person wish that they could do that as well, or something like that. With this West Coast, there's a thin line between love and hate. I feel like that goes along with this. This groupie could love you, but this situation may be making them hate you. But they made the bed that they're laying in, and they're, whatever this situation is, they're standing on business, or you're standing on business with trying to figure this situation out. But I'm feeling like with this lost at sea, this might not end too well. And with this bed made up, I don't think this is talking about somebody shape, which it could be, but I don't feel that. I feel like this situation is something that was made up and it's bad. So yeah, let's see what else is going on. Libra. All about shuffle really quickly for Libra. These keywords are really random, so I don't know. What is this disputes and disagreements here? Libra. Get some clarity from the universe, please. This could be involving an earth sign. Anything else about disputes and disagreements with earth sign here? Higher self versus lower self. Anything else about this disputes and disagreements? So somebody's on a higher frequency. Somebody's a witch doctor is in your energy. Something concerning a nursing home. This witch doctor could work at a nursing home, or they're going to see the witch doctor at the nursing home. What is this tenant about? Going nowhere fast. What's about this tenant here and Libra's energy? Can we get some clarity from the universe, please? When it comes down to this tenant, it's light workers versus dark energies or entities. It's again saying the same thing. So somebody's in this light energy, somebody's in this dark energy. There's some witchcraft going on here. What else about this tenant? You may be renting or leasing a place from someone who's dark, but they're a groupie too. What else about this tenant, please? For Libra. This person wants to destiny swap with you. And they could be into Pilates. They could be a Pilates instructor. What is this groupie here? And Libra's energy. Radiate loser energy. So that's the lower vibration. That's the lower frequency. What else about this groupie? Hopefully you're not the groupie of a Pilates instructor. And you're radiating this loser energy. Somebody is pregnant for real. This groupie. It could be why they're afraid. Why is this person afraid here? But it says depressed and erratic. They need a therapist, social worker, counselor. This is some type of strategic corruption. Why is someone afraid? In Libra's energy, can we get some clarity from the cosmos, please? Some type of insurance fraud, or they feel like they've been attacked off guard. This could be you, or this groupie. What else? Why is this person afraid? In Libra's energy. Feeling like they may be attacked off guard. surrounding the military for this insurance fraud. It's possible. Why is West Coast here in Libra's energy? Can we get clarity on that from the universe, please? This involves some type of African prince. That y'all slept together, y'all got together and slept together on the West Coast. This jealous apparent here in Libra's energy. The new man. So this African prince, maybe who your parent is with, or why your child is jealous of you. It has fleeing here. You slept with your mom's new man. Ooh. Let's see about these ones on the bottom. So why is this OnlyFans here in Libra's energy? Can we get some clarity on that from the universe, please? OnlyFans here. I guess somebody's on OnlyFans as like some form of therapy. With therapist. Anything else about this OnlyFans? Someone could feel like OnlyFans is therapy for them or therapy for someone else, and they look at it as like being a sales floor representative. So maybe they may be selling like other products or whatever they do on OnlyFans may not be like sexual. What is this thin line between love and hate? Yeah, this is revolving this foreigner. Maybe this African prince. What else about this thin line between love and hate? Stalking your job. They want you trapped and stuck in bondage. This person from this foreign country could be stalking you. Sounds like they want you bound to them. What is this made the bed they're laying in? And Libra's energy. Someone wants your life. This could have something to do with this groupie. What else made the bed they're laying in? They want your life. What is that about? Libra's energy. Because they're throwing their life away. What is this standing on business here? Libra's energy. Something to do with a cashier. Or cash. this is about cash. Somebody paying someone something, like this tenant situation. Because there's court legal battles. legal issues and trouble here. What is this lost at sea? It feels like a threat. So this is some type of paranormal activity. Somebody may have seen something in the water. Something weird. Or there's going to be some type of activity going on at sea. Feels like a threat. What else about this lost at sea and paranormal activity and Libra's energy? Side gig is entertaining the elderly. So we had nursing home up here around this witch doctor. So somebody is actually going to see someone that's older. Possibly, here it is, to get some work done. This is not anything sexual or anything like that. They're just entertaining this person, like engaging with this person, talking to this person. So someone may be doing some spell work to have somebody, to have something that happened dealing with a body of water. What is this bad made up in Libra's energy? Owns a restaurant or eatery. What is this bad made up? Can we get clarity on that? They are trying to bind you. So someone could be actually bad made up. If they own a restaurant or eatery, or it's given they frequent restaurants and they eat a lot. Somebody who eats a lot may be trying to bind you to something. What else about this bad made up? It's clean cut. This could be a male. It could be this African person. I was getting they may be in the military. What else about this? They're also entertaining multiple options. For some reason, I feel like you and your mother may be sharing the same person. Maybe you didn't know this, but now you do. And that's why there is a form of jealousy there. What else about this bad made up? This person has an eating disorder and they're in a fake internet relationship. Or they just could be somebody that's faking that you thought you were coupled up with. And we have this insurance fraud again. Okay, Libra. So this is giving us some context clues as to what is going on in your energy. I'm not gonna get into the other ones yet. This is already a lot going on. Praise to the Supreme Most High for that information. We'll see what comes out in the other ones later. just stick these right here for now. Alright, let's see. And your energy. I need to check my battery. I also need to go turn my air on because these candles make it hot in here along with this ring light. So give me just a second, Libra. Alright, Libra, I had a bit of a technical setback, but I'm back. Got me something to drink. So let's see what's going on in your energy that you might need to know right now. Aries and Libra's energy. Just did this reading. I'm wondering if the same energy will come back out. Well, I just did this spread. A little bit differently. Let's see. For Libra right now, remember, please. Okay, so we have an Ice Queen. Legal in the number 30 or 3. We have a community in the number 3 and 9. We have manipulation in the number 4 and 8. We have actual money in the number 1 or 11. We have the courthouse with the number 2 and 3. Karma with the number 1. Rich girl with the number 1 and 2, and message with the number 7. And right off the rip, it looks like this Ice Queen is you, Libra, and you could be taking this community to court around this Ice Queen, Ice King that manipulated some situation. They may have used money to manipulate something, but this person will get their karma in court, and your karma is that you will possibly end up rich and you will will get a message surrounding this. Some type of shocking message. Yeah, it looks like this Ice King is a part of some type of community, and they do some type of manipulation. They're into some type of manipulation. So let's see. What is this? Why is this Ice Queen here? In Libra's energy. So there was some type of commitment. What else? Had an entity attachment. There was some type of agreement or marriage or partnership, but somehow there is an entity attachment associated with it. Libra, if this Ice Queen is you, then you were in some type of relationship, commitment, contract, or something that had an entity attachment associated with it. And Libra, if this is you, then you were with somebody who had an entity attachment, or you were in some type of agreement with someone who had an entity attachment. So yeah, what else about this Ice Queen and this commitment with the entity attachment? A twin flame with a child. You have a child with your twin flame. So this is a family. So there is a child here who could possibly be demonic. What is this legal issue here? And Libra's energy. Some type of health concern, mental health, physical health, spiritual health. This came as a surprise. In the distant future. What is this community here? This community is the opposition. These are ops. But the divine is intervening. Around this gift. This divine feminine. So who is this Ice King here? This is someone that's rich, full of lust. What else about this Ice King and Libra's energy? Okay, they're doing magic. And they're both unbothered and concerned. Maybe to the community, they're appearing to be unbothered, but deep down they're concerned. What is this manipulation here? Concerning a family or a home. There's some level of expectation. Like something they want out of this family. Something they're expecting from this relationship that they're preying upon. Is this actual money here in Libra's energy? So this actual money is pertaining to a family. There was a conversation around this. Jezebel. And there was a conversation about this to a Jezebel or someone who is a Jezebel by occupation. That was trusted. What is this courthouse here? Libra's energy. Feels like from this courthouse situation, somebody is moving on, but somebody else is going to prison. Person in uniform or somebody that you once honored. This nice guy. What is this karma here? This is what they manifested. Their own karma. Soulmate. Abundance. Oh, it's this rich girl here. And this energy. Who is this rich girl? Somebody who's either giving the evil eye or getting the evil eye. And this mature woman. This mature woman is giving this rich girl the evil eye. Who is this mature woman? It's giving this your mother. Your mother is rich and you're giving her that. This is somebody who you're in conflict with. could be a mother. What is this message about? False documents, false information involving a mature man. Anything else that's shocking or causes you to wake up to something? So I'm feeling like this Ice Queen is you, and you're in this contract, this commitment, could be possibly married to someone with the entity, attachment, or there's an entity attachment surrounding this marriage, this commitment. And I'm feeling like you're married to your twin flame. However, this child could possibly be demonic. And I feel like this child is possibly by this Jezebel. Or after you got into this demonic relationship or commitment, you could have possibly been working in the legal field, but then you ended up finding out that you were pregnant with this child. Came as a surprise down the road. Or someone cursed your relationship once you got married to your twin flame, and they were wanting this child to be demonic. And I believe it's this community that put a curse on this relationship, but the divine stepped in to protect you and this baby with this gift here. But this community was given a lot of obstacles, opposition, with this relationship, this family for some reason. But I feel like what you didn't know, that your actual person was a part of this community. It's like a secret society. I feel like it's a lot of sig magic, lust magic going on. Although it says death, but I think this is like sig magic that this person was doing. But this was to manipulate the energy around this relationship to actually bring in money. I think that's the impression this Ice King was under. Like, this is supposed to make them wealthy. The whole time, this same community was kind of cursing his relationship, cursing his marriage. Because I think the initial thing was to be able to buy a home, support his relationship and stuff like that. However, some kind of way he got tangled up with this Jezebel. That's why I'm thinking too, this child could also belong to this Jezebel, but I'm not sure. But this is somebody he trusted. But I think this Jezebel is a part of this community as well. So it's like the whole time this community did something else, something fraudulent that landed you in court. I feel like at the end of the day, this community, of course, putting a spell work on people is really like, that should be against the law. But I think after finding out about this Jezebel and possibly this child, I feel like you wanted to divorce this person, and for some reason during the divorce this person ends up going to jail. I can't quite figure out why they're going to jail. Maybe it's surrounding this Jezebel and lust energy. Maybe there's some proof that this was illegal. But I don't know. Either way, it was something that this person was doing other than the spell magic that had them sent to jail. Or maybe this person was trying to manipulate it so that you would go to jail. However, you manifested good karma. I think you were able to divorce this person. I kind of feel like something was fraudulent when it came down to the actual marriage. And it kind of feels like this community, this person that you married, was actually trying to steal from you or take your abundance from you in some form or fashion. It seems like it was some other type of scam or scheme going on behind the scenes when it comes down to this community. Also, I feel like this Ice King is also possibly a cop, but considered one like a dirty cop because of this little community. And this community could very well just be the people that he works with. They just have these secret things going on. But yeah. And I feel like after finding out or you're not with this Ice King, but this Ice King investigated your person, which could be this rich guy. If these are not the same people, this Ice King did the investigation on what this person was doing, or maybe was a detective and knew this person was doing something illegal. And that's how this Ice King found out about the death magic these people were doing, or lust magic, to manipulate your reality. But either way, this is how this person got money. And using prostitutes and all of that. So yeah, I feel like you ended up leaving this guy and you ended up getting a substantial amount of money. I don't know if it's alimony, I don't know if it's child support, and now you're this rich girl, but you have your mom or something like that actually evil eyeing you, some type of conflict there. But then we also have this mature man. So it's like this mature woman is in conflict with this mature man surrounding some false information that you're finding out. I don't know. This is a lot. But I'm not sure what they did though. I don't know if they went to jail because of this community, but it was something they manipulated. Maybe this rich guy was into real estate, or this rich guy ran businesses that were defrauding people. And it just so happened in this situation, even though this community was really after this rich guy, you were protected, even though you were the wife, and your child was protected. But yeah, it seems like this rich guy was into some things that you didn't really know about. But I think that you have an issue with your mother that's giving you this evil eye, is because she probably didn't want you to leave this person because they're rich and wealthy, and it's causing a conflict between your mom and dad because he may feel like this relationship was built on a false person and false businesses, and he's siding with you. So it's making a conflict between them. And even though everybody has seen the documentation, they read the court reports, they've seen the evidence of how this person gets down, and dad is siding with you, but mom is giving you the evil eye. Because it's like, I feel like with older women, it's like there's something that they brag on when they're their daughter marries a rich man. It's like they're telling all their friends, my daughter is married to this rich man, they flew me here, they got me this, for bragging rights. So now it's like you divorced him, but now we don't have the luxurious life that we had. But it's like mother is not realizing that you're still rich because you took half of whatever he had, and then the other half is like it's going into legal fees. They froze his accounts or whatever like that because of the trouble he got in. Now this looks like this is going to happen down the road, and the ancestors are involved. Somebody is confused. There is a third party situation that receives some unexpected money. Somebody's heart is blocked, but this whole situation is coming to an ending, whatever this is. Let me see what's in the middle. Yeah, you're the earth angel. We already see that you're a divine feminine. So that's why this person couldn't get away with this. However, on the last spread, it was giving that this mature woman was actually a part of this community and doing this spell work. So I don't know. But yeah. But I feel like everybody involved is fully aware of this shocking information. Now I don't really know if this actual masculine knew that this demonic entity was put on them until after the fact. Because I feel like they were under the impression of something else was going on, like they're doing these rituals just to bring in money for their family. They didn't know per se that someone was actually doing spell work on them. So I don't know. Let's get some more details. Who is this Ice Queen here? In Libra's energy. They want to destiny swap with you because they admire you to the point of envy. So somebody wanted to destiny swap with you. Why is this legal here? In Libra's energy, can we get some clarity from the universe, please? Because someone's child is actually their sibling. What else about this legal? Someone is now pregnant for your man. They want everyone to join their hate train. So this could have been around some defamation of character. I feel like with someone is now pregnant for your man and someone's child is your sibling, this sounds like your mom was sleeping with your man and could have possibly had a child. This could be who this Jezebel is. What is this community here? So that would explain those other cards where there seems to be some jealousy of a parent. What is this community here? Never bite the hand that fed you. What is this community here in Libra's energy? This is a community that is very disrespectful, devalues, and objectivized. Your child constantly destroys your property out of anger. They are extremely vicious and violent. They only want you when you decide to move on. This is interesting about this community. So some of you may have been a part of this community, but they're very disrespectful and devalues you. Someone could be destroying your property out of anger. It doesn't have to be a child per se. These people are extremely vicious and violent, and they only want you when you decide to move on. So I'm feeling like you and this Ice King probably worked in the same legal field, in the same place. This person is just in a higher rank. They're getting paid more. So I feel like that's why this energy is coming out. They only want you when you decide to move on, because he is a part of this community. He's been destroying some of your property, or this is you to him. So he feel like he's the hand that fed you. He's very disrespectful, devalues you, and objectifies you constantly. Destroying your property out of anger. So yeah. So what about this King of Swords here? Because it seems like this King of Swords is actually the one who's been doing the manipulating. Who is this King of Swords here in Libra's energy? Someone who is basically for the streets. They are very insecure and lack trust. You have caught this person sexting a familiar. They are evil and demonic and want everyone to think that you are. What is this manipulation here with this house? And Libra's energy. Can we get some clarity from the universe, please? One of your siblings wants to delete you. X did spell work to ensure all the newcomers croak. Someone is giving homosexual vibes. I feel like this person isn't your sibling, but I feel like this person wanted to delete you. Yeah. And I think they wanted you to be the homosexual. But they could be a homosexual. Although they're rich. Maybe they don't have anywhere to live. That's probably why they were doing spell work surrounding this house. Something around the statute of limitation. That's interesting. So something was surrounding a time limit, a time frame. What is this money here? Oh, you have something they really want. So they wanted your money. What about this family? What's significant about this family here? A psychological evaluation is needed. Environment. They are internally on a negative frequency and have negative thinking patterns. So it may be pertaining to this entire community. Who is is this Jezebel here? Can we get more clarity on that with this doctor? Who is this Jezebel in Libra's energy? Only married at home, but publicly they carry on like they're single. This could be your person being the Jezebel. They have no real intentions for you. So not only is this person a lust demon, they're also a Jezebel. What is this occupation here with trusted? Your boss is casting spells on you in order to steal. So was your spouse your boss as well? So maybe that's what it was. They're going to jail because they were stealing or trying to steal from you on the job, from your actual occupation. What is this courthouse here? They're being very misleading and stringing you along. They wanted to come out. What is this courthouse here? They skip over the part where they plotted, schemed, scammed, conned, and manipulated you. What's about the courthouse? They want you to be the villain in their bogus storyline. What else? Your toxic child is doing spell work on you. What else about this courthouse here in Libra's energy? You're dealing with an imposter. Run. Why is this courthouse here in... They are easily influenced by friends who have major character flaws. Maybe you and this Ice King actually work in this courthouse. Something in the milk ain't clean, doesn't add up. They got stuck and left with a wet box. So maybe this courthouse is here because of all the cheating. Alright. Who is this rich girl here? So this goes with the courthouse that popped out. Either someone will be on house arrest and forward moving, denied, go straight to jail. Who is this rich girl? Or is that could be for the rich girl too. So now don't walk away, you better run. Someone is about to lose their job when it comes to the rich girl. else about this rich girl? Girl, counterfeit version of you. So I'm feeling like now this Ice Queen is the culprit, and Libra, you are the masculine. But it could be either or. Who is this mature woman here? Because it's given now that this rich girl is the one that's part of that community. Who is this mature woman here? They wish they could successfully emotionally manipulate you. What else about this mature woman here? They want to divide and conquer. Someone is coming with all the receipts. So somebody has proof of what these people were trying to do to you. They wanted to successfully manipulate you, divide and conquer. And somebody got proof of it. Who is this mature man here? Why is he here in Libra's energy? Because your siblings is spreading lies and rumors about you. For some of you, this is not even... They've been saving up for their exit. This could be about siblings, not necessarily a couple. But he feels like one sibling could have been trying to ruin the other one. So what else about this mature man? Hate that you are spiritually psychic and highly intuitive. They need outside stimulation and validation. It's giving serial cheater. Saving chicks' number in their phone under dude names or vice versa. So this could be why this mature woman and man are into it. They could be a couple, and this wife is finding out different things about this man and realizing that their marriage is a fraud. Why is this child here? They want you sad, lonely, desperate, and broken. Your sister and baby father had a one-night stand. So, what else about this child? Your bestie and your ex secretly share a child. So some of you, your sister and your sister is your bestie. But no, this says your baby father. Yeah. Your bestie and your ex secretly share a child. Your sister and baby father had a one-night stand and they secretly share a child. Wow. Why is this false document here? And Libra's energy. They're mentally challenged and delayed. Somebody may have filled out some paperwork wrong. They're content with being a lousy partner and a grown-up with a child's mind. So it just gives they filled out the paperwork wrong out of ignorance. This is a mess. So what is the solution for Libras right now? If someone has some excessive baggage, but the baggage is bold, so it's giving pack up your bags. What else? There's a solution for Libras right now. These cards move weird. What else is the solution for Libra? Damage control. Solutions for Libras from the universe, please. So there's some excessive baggage here. They don't love you like you love them, and this is a scam likely situation. Your father is also secretly flirting with your person. Child spreads lies about parent. One more for Libras. Have a solution, please. You were framed, and you were framed, but they left too many blues clues, so they were trying to frame you around something. This is weird. It is weird, but yeah, that's what we got with this spread, Libras. It's a lot going on. I just feel like with this one, you just countermit, spread lies about parent, or somebody's just spreading lies about you. But you could have a child in your energy that's spreading lies about you, trying to help their toxic other parent. So yeah. Some wild crap. I should have found out why this health there. I think I still can. Hold on just a second. But I feel like even with that card being health concern, I know that person is in the hospital. Sometimes that is mental health. That could be a mental health issue as well. So let's see. Why is this health concern here with Libra? And Libra's energy. Let's get some clarity from the universe. Ooh. Third party poked holes in all his condoms. You're the parent that stayed, so all blame shifted to you. It's the greed for me. What got me is that one. That seems very interesting. Anything else about this health concern and Libra's energy? So whoever this third party was could have been from another race, but you've been purified, verified, and unshakable. So it feels like you got over whatever this was. Whatever this was that had you in this health scare or health concern. But yeah, it feels like whatever this was, it came from some partners from another race that this person entertained. So yeah, so let me clean this up, check my battery, and we'll be right back. Alright, Libra, let's see what the tarot has to say. Libras, what's going on with Libras? So we have the Hangman here. And the number 12. someone could be having a change of perspective, could be becoming enlightened, could also be sacrificing something. But we do have this death here, Scorpio energy. So something is transforming. Maybe after this change your perspective, you or someone around you is going to have to transform. But with this 3 of Wands, they're actually planning on traveling. They have some type of foresight. This could be you though. You've had a change of perspective, maybe about a certain situation or a certain person, and you had to bring this to a close with this death energy. And now you're planning for your future, surrounding your 10 of Pentacles. Your family, your legacy. So you have started to put some type of plan in motion. But with this Page of Swords, someone could be watching you, or this could be some start of a legal situation. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, the wheel is turning in your favor. And then with the World, it's like you're going to be successful. And it's still the end of this cycle. The cycle is closing out. And you're ending up successful. Anything else? For Libra. So this is the 8 of Wands. So there's going to be a lot of traveling or a lot of communication. Coming in. But yeah, why is this Hangman here in Libra's energy? So this is surrounding something that you mastered with this 8 of coins. You're mastering something. What else pertains to this Hangman? 8 of Cups. Magician. So yeah, you're mastering how to use your tools and resources. You're mastering how to manifest or even manipulate something in your favor. What is this death here? Libra's energy. Have the 5 of Discs, the Tower, and Temperance. So this is the energy that had to close. This is what was transformed. This homelessness or poverty had to go through this tower. Something shocking. And you had to be tempered. So it feels like this was just to wake you up so that you could transform, get out of this poverty mindset. Some of you could have been sick or injured in some way. But this tower forced this transition. For some of you, this is the temperance angel, but I feel like you had to temper yourself. Maybe you were lashing out at someone or always, quick to anger. So now this situation has tempered you. You're not as upset or quick to be reactionary anymore. It feels like you had to go through a humbling experience. So what is this Three of Wands here? Libra's energy. Can you get more clarity on that from the universe, please? Ace of Wands, a new beginning was offered to you, and you're the Queen of Swords. So yeah, this new beginning was offered to you, so you're just planning on, your future. This may involve travel. This may be, you starting a business or whatever. Why is this 10 of Discs here in Libra's energy? So it's the 10 of Cups and the 7 of Discs. So this is like complete happiness with your family, something that you've worked very, very hard for. You work for this, or you're working on this. Anything else about this 10 of Pentacles? So you were kind of like possibly holding on to something, probably holding on to this betrayal, or kind of like hoarding, or I feel like you kind of wouldn't let go of whatever this betrayal was with this 10 of Swords. Backstabbing, betrayal, being defeated, holding on to a painful permanent ending. But then you worked on that, worked on getting out of that space so that you can become happy and have your family. Why is this Page of Swords here in Libra's energy? What is that about? Can we get some clarity from the universe, please? This Page of Swords and Libra's energy. So we have the Chariot and then the King of Disc. So this is giving like this legal issue here, or this person watching you could be this King of Pentacles that is moving towards you. This is going to require some strength. So this person may be in the process of a legal proceeding, or let's see what else about this Page of Swords. Page of Swords, so Six of Wands. So this could either mean that this King of Pentacles is coming towards you, but they're trying to muster up the strength so that they can be victorious, or this King of Pentacles is starting a legal situation with you and are about to come forward. However, it's going to take strength to be victorious against this person. So during this legal situation, you're going to need to be strong. And if you want to be victorious, anything else about this Page of Swords? The Empress and the King of Wands. So I'm feeling like this Empress is a mother figure, and this King of Wands, why is the Empress and the King of Wands here? This took a turn. Why is this King of Wands here in Libra's energy? It's giving the energy like this mother figure and this King of Wands don't want to be bothered, or they're depressed, or they're missing opportunities. Maybe that's how they feel regarding this situation. If you go to court with this King of Pentacles, they're going to be feeling like they're losing opportunities. So this could be a mother and a father. energy, or a mother and a brother. What is his Wheel of Fortune here? So this could be a new opportunity, new money, or this could be a child. What else? Ace of Swords. And then the Hermit. So I feel like this could be new money or child. This is the truth being laid out. Or this is a challenging situation. Or a breakthrough. And then the Hermit, you'll probably go into hermit mode, probably to raise this child, or raising this child is going to be a bit challenging, or it's going to be some form of a breakthrough. Or you may be getting into the occult and esoteric knowledge, and it's a bit challenging, so you're going to go into hermit mode. Why is the World here? Well, first of all, why is this King of Pentacles coming towards Libra? Why is this King of Pentacles here? Oh, because yeah, this is pertaining to the divorce. They're walking away. What is the World here for Libra? Let's see what happened. These cards are a little sticky, but what came out was the King of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Six of Swords. So it feels like with this World energy, it feels like this King of Pentacles is going to be emotional, or they're going to try and control their emotions. They may end up getting institutionalized, meaning possible jail, probably a mental institution. However, you'll be sailing off into peaceful and calmer waters. The Six of Swords here. What is this Eight of Wands here? And Libra's energy. We'll get more clarity on that. Why is that here? Eight of Wands. Nine of Cups. So this is personal fulfillment, happiness. of Wands. So you're going to have to carry a burden, though. This could be a bit of a challenge as well. What else? But I feel like it makes you happy. What else about this? Eight of Wands here. Libra's energy, which is Nine of Cups, Ten of Wands. Six of Cups and Four of Wands. So yeah, I feel like this is going to bring on some burdens. However, it's going to allow you to possibly meet up with someone from your past, or maybe start a new love, and then you'll be able to celebrate, possibly get married. So yeah, I'm feeling like all of this communication, this is coming in for work and opportunities, old friends and relatives reaching out, you know, inviting you to different things, like reunions, weddings, anything else. Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So something may make you emotional surrounding having to defend yourself, stand your ground. You may have to stand your ground up against a Queen of Cups. Maybe that's some of this information that's coming in. Then we have the King of Swords underneath. So I'm feeling like this Queen of Cups is tied to that person. We also have the Three of Discs. So you will be collaborating with someone, or this is this third party situation. But you're going to have some new work opportunities. So yeah. So yeah, I feel like when you were in this hangman, basically at a standstill to actually meditate and analyze everything, possibly going through an awakening, you realize that you need to master being in this magician type energy. Because something in your life came to an end, and you went into this Five of Pentacles due to a tower, and you had to temper yourself in that regard. So I feel like going through that whole entire situation, you were definitely able to get into your magician bag and figure out that you need to manifest the life that you wanted to see. And I feel like once you came out of that, and I feel like you could have possibly been with your person at that point too. This King of Swords slash Pentacle. I feel like y'all were there through the thick and thin together. And that's why you started to plan on, what you wanted your life to look like. You had this new opportunity of doing this manifestation, and you were well on your way to getting to this Ten of Pentacles. But I feel like in the midst of creating your Ten of Cups, you had an energy trying to hold you down, hold you back, and then they were being deceptive. They backstabbed you, betrayed you. So that's why this legal proceeding started. And so this was based around your person coming towards you, and why you needed to have the strength to be victorious in this situation, because this person was ready to walk away once y'all were at this Ten of Pentacles. And at your Ten of Cups, that's when they started to want to cheat and backstab you and all of that. And I feel like somewhere along the way you did end up pregnant, because even with this Six of Wands, after being victorious with this legal situation, you do see the baby here, and then there's a baby in the stomach. But this person turned into a King of Wands at that point, so it could have been given that this person could have gotten someone else pregnant while they already had a child by you, or they were debating paternity issues or something like that, and it was given they didn't want to be bothered. They ignoring, being a dad, being a parent altogether. So that's why I think with this Wheel of Fortune, we have the Page of Disc here, and I feel like raising this child by yourself and having to go into hermit mode, it was a bit challenging. Also, I feel like going into hermit mode could have been you actually giving birth to this child, which was challenging. However, you ended up with the World, this King of Cups, which is, I feel like, the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, they're all the same person. They were composing themselves, but I feel like I said they got institutionalized. But either way, both parties are off to peaceful and calm waters. You may be with another person at this point that's protecting you and this child. However, once you got this energy out of your life, a lot of your friends from the past, family members from the past, were reaching out to you. Old and new career ventures or old prospects were reaching out to you for job opportunities. However, I feel like somewhere along the way, either your new person's girl is starting up some confusion with you to where you have to stand your ground, or this old person's new person is coming at you and you're having to stand your ground. But I feel like overall, You got it in the bag. So that's what I'm getting from that. Like I said, under the bottom here's that King of Swords again. They're in a Five of Cups, so they're taking a loss. But we have the Emperor here that's coming with this Two of Cups. So I feel like you with your Emperor now, or you will end up with your Emperor. And then, yeah, might even end up with another child, possibly a Pisces, Scorpio, or Scorpio, Pisces, and what's the other water sign? Cancer. It could be one of those, doesn't have to be, but it's looking like another child is in the future. But like I said, we did see two. One is already here, one on the way. So yeah, let me see, can I verify now? This is just my interpretation of what I see, because there's nothing written on these cards. So let's see what comes up. Do I want to use these? No, I guess we can. What is this Hangman here in Libra's energy? Let me get some clarity for this Hangman. Libra's energy from the universe, please. What is this Hangman? So it says King of Pentacles, abundance, prosperity, security, and stability, protective, provider, reliable, and father. So this King of Pentacles was in the Hangman. And mastering, being a magician. What else about this Hangman? And Libra's energy. There is Six of Cups, nostalgia, memories, past, and sentiment. What is this Death here? Libra's energy. Why is that Death here in Libra's energy? So we have the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So it was a death to this compassionate and warm person, a healer and intuitive, supportive, and a healer with this Nine of Pentacles. It represents success, achievement, independence, and self-sufficiency. What else about this Death energy here? The Libra's energy. So I'm feeling like it was a death to this person trying to juggle two different people. Or you were both, the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. What else about this Death, Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles here? Libra's energy from the universe, please. And then we have a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Earth, Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So it was a death or a transition from this or to this. What is this Three of Wands here in Libra's energy? Can we get some clarity on that? The Hermit and the Two of Swords. So we have self-reflection, introspection, solitude, and then Two of Swords, stalemate, stuck, denial, difficult choices, and crossroads. So the Hermit and being at the Two of Swords led you into the Three of Wands. What is this Ten of Pentacles here in Libra's energy? So we have the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So this new opportunity had you, well, this Ace of Wands, creativity, passion, new initiative, inspiration. And then Seven of Wands, defending yourself, protecting, and standing your ground. So this new opportunity, which we got that again. I thought we did. Well, maybe not. This new opportunity had you defending yourself, standing your ground. Maybe you were just standing on business when it came down to this new initiative, this new inspiration for getting to this Ten of Pentacles. What else? But I feel like you probably had to stand your ground against the third parties. Yeah, because here's that Ten of Swords. And then there's a Queen of Wands coming into the picture. Yeah, this Ten of Swords shines some light on this Queen of Wands. So that's who you were standing your ground against. This is when you found out about the betrayal, the backstabbing. But you initially were supposed to start this new venture to get to this Ten of Pentacles. But all of this cheating and scandalous behavior kind of delayed that process. What is this Page of Swords here? Oh, this is the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like this new coin is your new opportunity, your new path to abundance and prosperity and security and stability, because this Six of Pentacles indicates that during this legal matter, this person had to end up paying you. So it's kind of like generosity and charity, supporting and charity, giving and receiving, fairness and gratitude. I think it was just fairness in the fact that this person was cheating. They went against the contract, marital contract, with the infidelity, the adultery. So they owed you probably and possibly spousal support, child support at this point. What is this Wheel of Fortune here? Judgment. Judgment is in your favor. Awakening, reckoning, reflection, and return. What else with this Wheel of Fortune and Judgment? Yeah. Hierophant. I feel like although this says traditional high learning and beliefs, the traditional part could be the marriage. There was a judgment on the marriage, whether the judge granted this divorce and granted you spousal support or whatever like that. I feel like this Hierophant also could represent prison. Any type of institution. What else about this Hierophant and Judgment with this Wheel of Fortune and Libra's energy? Anything else? The judgment is called on this toxic marriage, obsessive, could have been some addictions as well, this codependency. What is this world here in Libra's energy? I feel like that's the energy coming towards you. This new love interest. Or this person is coming with an invitation of some sort. But I feel like this is a masculine coming towards you with the offer. However, with this moon, maybe you didn't know about this, or this person is being secretive, or they really didn't know whether they wanted to come forward or not. Wasn't sure, they weren't certain. But you knew about this because you were a high priestess, or this person is a high priest, or they're just mysterious. What is this 8 of Wands here? And then I'm going to have to check my battery. What is this 8 of Wands here? Again. What else about this 8 of Wands? Four of Pentacles. Boundaries, possessiveness. I feel like that's coming from this feminine energy. They want to hold on to this masculine and not respecting boundaries. It's all King of Wands, but it didn't come all the way out. What else with this 8 of Wands here? Knight of Cups. Somebody's trying to hold on to this Knight energy. So that's probably why. This Queen of Cups, they're having to defend themselves, or you're having to defend yourself against. What else? Somebody is walking away from a Knight of Cups. Or letting go of a Knight of Cups, or leaving behind a Knight of Cups. Maybe this person ends up being a bit possessive. Nothing else is coming out. I guess that's getting us all. What else was Libra with this 8 of Wands? Because the Queen of Cups is already over here, so maybe this is all this deck can do for now. Oh. 4 of Cups energy again. 4 of Cups here. So for some reason, someone started to feel disconnected, discontent. But yeah, hold on, guys. Alright, Libra, I am back. So yeah, that's what I got. I don't know why with the other deck the situation looks a bit opposite, but maybe this is because this is for the feminine Libra that's going through this as well as the masculine. So something like that. But let's move on. I'm going to use another deck to see what comes out from that one. So and it's possible that the energy has shifted now as well. So we could be dealing with a whole different situation. But let's see. Libra. What is the current energy around Libra? Libra. The energy around this Knight of Cups here. In the reverse, this lazy and deceitful, dissolute and ruthless, unrequited love. And with this Ace of Cups in reverse, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer energy. There's completion here, achievement, fulfillment, and success. So I feel like this Knight of Cups has just come to completion with you. They achieved whatever goal that they were trying to achieve and got fulfillment in that manner. However, with this Justice in reverse, this Libra energy, there's bigotry, injustice, legal entanglements, insecurity, harsh judgment, false accusations, lack of proper balance, and abuse. I feel like these false accusations definitely there could be some injustice here, but this person has you in these legal entanglements. There was no balance in this situation, and I think this person abused this legal system in a way. I believe they were a part of this justice system anyway. But with the moon in reverse, this Pisces energy is heavy on this water energy. So there's been a release of fear, reduced anxiety. You know the truth. You regained your composure. The scandal. You know about this scandal. You know about the secrets, and you know who your enemies are. However, with this Five of Cups in reverse, you are stepping into new happiness, and this is Scorpio energy. Once again, return of an old love, old friend, alliance, moving on, accepting help, healing, forgiveness, rejoining the world. So now we're going into this King of Cups energy, this Pisces, this superficial man, easily excited but lacking depth and strength of character, untrustworthy, a liar, ruthless, and vicious. I think that even after, if this was the divorce, like even after the divorce, this person is still being ruthless, still a liar, still, probably dragging your name. And then with this King of Pentacles, feels like it's the same person. This King of Pentacles in reverse, vicious and greedy, easy to bribe, can be dangerous, who will do anything for money. I believe that's the same energy, or these are two different masculines that actually hang together. And they could have been in this Five of Swords together. Harassing, assault, bullying, violence. They could be a part of some type of society or community or group or gang or whatever, where they're committing crimes. And then there's this Three of Cups, this Cancer energy, this abundance, pleasure, hospitality, success, the good things in life, companionship, fun, gathering, socializing, get together, having a good time, feasting, festivals, wedding, engagement party, or graduation. I think that this person is just out here hanging out, partying, probably has 3 or more women, or these two are hanging out, partying with these 3 or more women. Once, they're done committing crimes for the day. But let's see, what is this Knight of Cups? Why is that here in Libra's energy? This Knight of Cups. have the Two of Wands here, Aries energy, and the Six of Swords, Aquarius. So it just feels like this person became lazy and deceitful because you guys were going on two different paths, and they just wanted to leave it all behind. And this was during the time where you were overcoming these difficulties, like when you guys were in that Five of Pentacles. I believe that like this person was realizing then, because they had got so skilled at actually manifesting, that they were ready to just move on from you. It feels like they felt like you were a reminder of that poverty, or that that impoverished state that they were in. So it feels kind of like that. And you know how sometimes when people get money, they tend to change up. I kind of feel like this person kind of switched up too, because I feel like the reason why they were so good at manifesting all of a sudden is because they did connect with that community of people who were like a dark group, and they helped them to hone in on certain skills. They were the reinforcement. So this person could have definitely been under some type of demonic attachment. So that's why too there was a switch up. And plus, whatever group that was, as we seen in the earlier spreads, they didn't want you guys together anyway. Mainly because you're a divine feminine and an earth angel. So, and if you're a man, you're a divine masculine and an earth angel. So yeah. But yeah, it just looks like you guys just wanted two different things on two different paths. Maybe you didn't want to get down with that community like they did and tap into the dark side like they did. So yeah. What is this Ace of Cups here in the reverse in Libra's energy? So we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is Capricorn energy. So this Ace of Cups is in regard to insecurity, difficulty adapting to new circumstances, lack of balance and organization, poor financial decisions, teasing and deception. So I feel like this person was balancing or juggling two different women, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 different women anyway. So they were done with you. What else? With this Ace of Cups, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they wanted a fresh start with this the Fool, and they were being just that, a fool. So they wanted to be a free spirit, careless, immature, and yeah. What else? Yep, foolish, lazy, careless, or clumsy man, stagnation, life has become routine with this Capricorn energy again. And this Knight of Pentacles. So I just feel like they could have been juggling with the idea of leaving or staying with you, and settled with the fact that they just wanted to be carefree, a free spirit, immature, They want to travel. They want to be foolish, lazy, careless, and clumsy, stagnant. And they were feeling like life had become too routine. So what is this? Justice in reverse. So here's the Magician. So this person possibly used magic. So that you wouldn't have justice in this situation surrounding this breakup. Libra energy again. Surrounding this justice in the reverse, the Magician and the 3 of Swords. The universe, please. Yeah, because they use magic when it came down to this divorce, this separation, because they're jealous, weak, and intolerant, arrogant, reckless, overconfident, loud, boastful, the one who promises much but does not deliver, frustrated, and discord and quarreling. With this Knight of Wands in the reverse, Sagittarius energy. So what is this Moon here in reverse in Libra's energy? Queen of Swords could be you, but this is showing up as an Aquarius. So this person could have been dealing with a Queen of Swords, but this could also be you. What else about this Queen of Swords? Emperor. So I'm feeling like this Queen of Swords went to this father figure for advice. This could have also been like an advisor, a boss. However, this person is helping this Queen of Swords to heal, get insight and clarity of vision, be inspirational, or be inspired again. So I'm thinking like this Queen of Swords went to this Emperor for advice and for healing and for like a pep talk, or this could be like a counselor. For some of you, this could have been like a private investigator. However, this encounter is helping this person to heal, to receive help, to get clarity and vision, be of inspiration. So I feel like that's what this Emperor did for this Queen of Swords, or vice versa. What is this Five of Cups here in the reverse in Libra's energy? However, for some of you, I feel like this Queen of Swords was cheating with this Emperor. When this King of Swords or King of Water or King of Pentacles or whoever this other energy is, when that person started to act different, something could have came out about this Queen of Swords having a relationship with this Emperor. But I feel like this Queen of Swords went to this Emperor as a confidant, but this person helped them to straighten up their crown, and it's like the information has hit the fan. So right here with this Five of Cups, we have this Queen of Cups. What else? That was in a Nine of Swords. However, what else? So I feel like this Queen of Cups was crying and worried and had anxiety and was having nightmares and all of that because they possibly found out that they were pregnant or there was some child on the way by somebody. This Page of Pentacles here. So we have Cancer, Gemini, and Virgo energy. What else about this Page of Pentacles? Or this Queen of Cups could have been worried, in a negative space, unhappy, or whatever, because this new opportunity for income with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it didn't bring on the success that they wanted or the happiness that they wanted. This person could have also been poorly managing their money, or they were just greedy. But it still feels like this Queen of Cups found out about a child, and it's either they're feeling some type of way because they're finding out that they're having a child, or they're finding out that they're having a child and the person that they're having a child with does not want a new beginning with them. They possibly could have thought that this child was going to be a money grab, and that's not the case either. However, they're coming out of this state of sadness and disappointment though. What is this King of Cups here? In Libra's energy. Cards are coming out sideways, but this person is in a Nine of Cups in reverse. Pisces energy again. Disappointment and frustration at not seeing goals achieved. Objectives seem distant and unaffordable. Whatever this person was trying to plan, is not working out. Well, I feel like this person is feeling like this child is too much. Having a child with someone. This was a disappointment for them, frustration for them. Because keep in mind, this is a King of Cups in reverse. So, it's given they didn't want a child. What else? Like this King of Cups, Nine of Cups reverse, Page of Cups in the upright. Or this person could be disappointed in this love offer. Yeah. It's because with this Three of Wands, they're inconsistent. They're disappointed. They had a lack of planning. They were cheating. They took an L. And there could have been some form of thievery. So, once again, I feel like this child came from an energy that they were cheating with. What is this? King of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is that here? Libra's energy. This person is under judgment. Well, there was a judgment with the so with this judgment, there was a disaster or conquest followed by a disaster, a great loss, violent death, or infertility. I feel like with this Ace of Swords being in reverse under Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra energy, I feel like you brought the judgment on this person. Not like technically, but it's like because of what they put you through, they're not now being judged. And it's like this is their karma. Oops. This, what else? What is King of Pentacles in reverse? They suffer some type of disaster. Definitely a loss in finances, but they are able to recover. They're like a wounded warrior within this Nine of Wands. So they're regaining their strength. So what is this Five of Swords here? Why is that here? Somebody is winning their freedom at great cost. False accusations, oppression, punishment resulting from excesses and disease. This is the Tower in reverse. On this Five of Swords. However, this Pisces energy is emotionally fulfilled. They're in a Ten of Cups with this Tower on this Five of Swords. It feels like this Tower is in reverse on this Ten of Cups. What else? So this Tower on this Ten of Cups was probably because of this Queen of Wands, this Leo energy, overbearing, jealous, dogmatic, and irrational, quick to take offense. Anything else? Empress here in reverse. Taurus energy, frivolity, conquetry, vanity, posturing, unnecessary luxury, sensitivity to flattery, lack of refinement, arguments at all levels, instability again. So I feel like because this person was a flirt, overbearing and jealous, this Tower came down on their Ten of Cups. Or they stopped the Tower from coming down on their Ten of Cups, but it's saying this Tower in reverse is winning freedom at great cost, with false accusations, oppression, like they're oppressing people, punishment resulting from excesses. So even though you're stopping the Tower, there's punishment coming from excesses, like over doing it on the dark magic, excesses of too much eating, too much drinking, too much drugs, too much sex, too much this, too much that. So even too much crime, and then disease. So although they stopped the Tower from, making a complete change in whatever they had going on, like causing a tragedy or collapse or making them go into bankruptcy or even die, they're actually having to suffer with disease and not truly being happy and not truly earning victory. It's all by strong arming people and oppressing people. It's like weird. But I feel like all of these women are showing up because these are these people in these Three of Cups. There could be a Queen of Swords, but I think that's you, but you would still be one of this person's women. We have the Queen of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Wands. So we don't have the Queen of Coins, but we have the Empress here in the reverse. So I just feel like these women, and I kind of feel like this Queen of Cups is you as well. I think you're this Queen of Swords and this Queen of Cups with this child, because we've seen that as well. But you actually had a child by this person. feel like, in a sense, you finding out, like, even though you were going through all of this with this person, but you finding out that you were actually about to have a child is what helped you come out of this Five of Cups and get, you know, straighten up your crown and get back on your business. But what is this Three of Cups here? Some of you, it just could be you getting, just the fact that you're out of this energy now. You could be celebrating with this Temperance. It's the Cups. What else? Libra's energy. But this victory, this Six of Wands in the reverse and this Leo energy, I feel like although you're celebrating getting out of this energy, you still had to end up tempering yourself with connecting with these old friends. In this Six of Cups, Scorpio sun, because some of these old friends still had ill will. They betrayed you. There was a failure with these relationships as well. So, but you still end up with the World and a new start, and with this Six of Pentacles. So you're still going to be compensated for something. And then with these scales, the scales might balance back out, or, you know, the scales possibly will balance back out. Is either you're going to be compensated, or justice is going to be balanced back out, or both. Somebody's Chariot is going to be in the reverse. This general disorder, illness, dangerous lack of control, danger of a violent accident, bad news, fatigue, tactlessness, misbehavior, restless activity. Somebody is not going to be able to walk away successfully from something, and somebody is going to be in debt and remain lazy and childish. However, I do feel like you will end up married again, and it's looking pretty positive. Yeah. It looks like another son will be on the way, which yeah, let's see. I think I want to use these to clarify. Ooh, excuse me. I'm still kind of like, I don't know. Because this still feels like this is a masculine, being that the first energy out is this masculine. But it wasn't Libra per se. So let's see. Why is this Knight of Cups here? Let's get some truce. Why is this Knight of Cups in reverse in Libra's energy? So we have someone is irresponsible, dreading the responsibilities that come with achievement, is sabotaging your progress. Confront your fear and start welcoming the potential for success. Then we also have energy drain. This opportunity will deplete you. Reevaluate your involvement and seek opportunities that rejuvenate and inspire you. So this person was just irresponsible and an energy drainer. So what is this Ace of Cups here in reverse? In Libra's energy. Can we get some clarity from the universe, please? Fear. Fear lied to you and promised you safety and staying small. But you have a choice and you decide who and what rules your life. Your destiny demands courage, not comfort. So this is surrounded by this irresponsible, energy draining, scared person. What is this Justice in reverse? This is the shadow side. You're avoiding aspects of a situation that make you uncomfortable. Face the darkness to gain a complete understanding and make informed decisions. So it feels like someone was operating in their shadow side to make sure that you didn't get any justice. So, or you were operating in your shadow side, and that's why, you know, justice didn't go in your favor. What is this moon here in reverse? External influence. Outside factors are heavily influencing your decision. Consider who has your ear and ensure your choices are in line with your highest potential. So it could be this Emperor that this Queen of Swords was going to for inspiration and help and insight. As well. What else about this moon in reverse? Aligned. This path is in harmony with your core values and long-term goals. Allow things to flow organically and happen as they will. So I guess it was meant to happen this way for these seekers and then these people to be, you know, influencing your decisions around this hidden information. Or like I was saying before, this Queen of Swords could have been seeing this Emperor. And this Emperor was encouraging this person to continue on. But this is a result of the path that to resonate with your core values. So it was meant to happen. It was aligned to happen like this because that's you was on demon time at the time or lower vibration. So what is this Five of Cups in reverse? It's kind of giving like that Emperor was kind of set you up to a degree. So it seems like you had lost faith. The weight of the world feels heavy and you may feel alone, but you have allies. Others share your beliefs. Don't let despair win. So I feel like that's what you had to realize. You didn't want despair to win, especially with bringing in this child. Why is this King of Cups here? What is that? In the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse. This is a procrastinator. Delaying important tasks can lead to missed opportunities and increased stress. Choose not to feed into the cycle by accomplishing small tasks every day. What else about this King of Cups in the reverse in Libra's energy? This is someone who self-sabotages. Your actions stem from fear and self-doubt. Consciously address patterns and behaviors by questioning the purpose they serve. So yeah, this person was heavy on procrastination, self-sabotaging, probably with all the drinking and the sneakiness and, you know, the emotional manipulation, the magic. What about this King of Pentacles here? What's going on here? This is someone who has blind spots. They limit them. Their limited perspective is causing them to miss important details. They need to expand their view and seek input from trusted sources for what they may be overlooking. They're desperate. Most situations aren't as dire as they first appear to be. Take time to make thoughtful decisions. There's no reason to rush, and always time to give yourself grace. And then ancient history. You wish things were different, but the past cannot be altered. Focusing on the present is more productive and will support the changes you wish to seek. So this person had a lot of blind spots. They were desperate and they focused on the past too much. What is this Five of Swords here? Swords and Libra's energy. So with this person and this Five of Swords, this is because of misread signs. You're misinterpreting signals and wandering off course. Reevaluate to follow the path of natural flow. So I feel like there were signals there to let you know that this person was criminal minded, harmful, a self-sabotager, that they were deceptive, abusive, aggressive, and you just misread them. Maybe you thought they were being like an alpha male, or they were just trying to show some form of authority to impress you, but you misread all of that. Ooh. So we do have reckless and poor investment. And also someone that's scared of change. So with this recklessness, I feel like this person act like they don't care and waiting for everything to crash and burn. So it's a warning. It's easier to change course now than to clean up the mess later on. With this poor investment, as far as this person in this Five of Swords energy, it's just letting you know that this situation will drain your resources without yielding worthwhile returns. Redirect your efforts to more aligned opportunities. And I feel like the reason why this person is in this energy is because they're scared of change. They fear the unknown. It's stifling their transformation and blocking their path. Growth happens within discomfort. They need to take a deep breath and keep moving. So what is this celebration here in Libra's energy? So this is just a reality check. You have big dreams, but are your goals available? Contemplate fantasy versus reality, because manifestation without work is just delusion. So it's giving you just being delusional. And it feels like you started celebrating before you actually achieved the goals. So it's giving like celebrating ahead of the goal being reached. So it really was nothing to celebrate. And then the people that you're celebrating with were part of the fantasy, because as we can see, there was issues later on with these people from the past. So once again, we have to do our due diligence and stop misreading these signs that people show us about them from the beginning. Anything else about this Three of Cups? Victim mentality. You've been clinging to victimization like a lifeline, becoming a prisoner of your own making. Face your role in your story. Freedom comes from accepting responsibility for your life and actions. So yeah, some of you may be in a victim mode, and you're leaning on that a little too much. Some of you need to take responsibility and accountability for your role in all of this as well. We have step away. Distance will give you the needed perspective to see how this will or would not fit into your future. And then we have naive under the bottom. You're seeing things the way you want them to be, not the way they actually are. Face the truth with eyes wide open. So some of you could be a bit naive. So yeah, that's what we got with that, Libra. I'm finna go ahead and try to wrap this up. Since we've been here such a very, very long time, just want to go ahead and pull some sacred soul messages as our closing messages. I hope this reading gave you some context clues as to what's going on around you in your energy. Some things you may need to look into a little bit more. Make sure that you're not being naive. Make sure that you're not taking on the wrong advice. Make sure that you know who you're dealing with and what they're into, because it just feels like a lot is going on in your energy. Remember to talk to God. You're under divine guardianship, so remember to talk to God often. But I feel like some transformation does need to take place. You need to definitely stay calm, temper yourself, don't be reactionary. Remember your affirmation: I'm surrounded by the energy of calm, peace, and positivity. What else does Libra need to know as the closing messages or solution? Any advice? universe. Alright. It says, look inside yourself all you want. You already are abundance, resources. Your wish is granted. So yeah, some of you just need to look inside yourself. It's already there. You're abundant. You are the resources, and your wishes are granted. We have, maybe you search the branches for what is only in the roots. Go deeper. Look elsewhere. You need more. So yeah, when you're dealing with these people in your energy, that's definitely what you need to do. Go deeper, do your due diligence, find out more about these energies that you are allowing into your life. And be very, very careful. Follow your intuition. Listen to your intuition first and foremost. And then follow it. This one says, you have seen my descent, now watch my rising. Breakthrough, success, overcoming all obstacles. Yeah, we already see that's in the making. And then the wound is the place where the light enters, healing, blessings, strength to carry on. So yes, we know that this strength is definitely needed. And this is where you're going to be able to grow closer to the divine. So once again, talk to the divine every single day. Strengthen that relationship, and it will help strengthen you. And you will definitely have a breakthrough and get through all of these obstacles. And also in the process, manifest wealth, abundance, and prosperity. So yeah, Libra, this is what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming through. Much love and appreciation to the universe, the cosmos, the ancestors. So yeah, thank you for your time and energy. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Peace and love and light, and as always, be blissful.